Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I'm back with another Scrap 5 challenge. This is Becky's group that she has put together for our monthly challenge hop. And for December, Moira picked our 5 elements that we needed to use, which were punches or dies, washi, flair, stickers, and multi-photo. So I'm starting off with these 2 pictures for Bennett's baby album. This was this past Easter. So I was just taking pictures from the couch with Bennett and his mom and his grandma playing with him. I thought they were really sweet photos, so I wanted to document them, and I really wanted to play with some more Auburn Lane. So I pulled my supplies back out. I knew I wanted to mat these photos in a couple mats, and because I only have the 6x8 paper pad, I had to do the photos individually. Usually I like putting my photos together and scrapping them almost like a collage as one element, but for this one I decided to do them separate. That way they can each have a pretty decent mat on them. So they're actually going to be separated on the page, which is different for me, but I think that really lends itself to a different type of design, because sometimes when I put them together I get stuck doing the same kind of design, so which is fine. It's fine to have your go-to design and do similar things because you like it and it's your book, but I wanted this one to be a little bit different. So I'm starting off with this bluey green geometric pattern. I did a thinner mat of that one on both photos, and then I'm matting them on this floral, this light pink floral. I think that looks really nice. I don't have any 12x12s with this collection, so I did just pull out this, it's called Leather Couch. I believe it's a Recollections pattern from Michaels, but I thought it brought in those warm brown tones that are in the collection. This collection has a really beautiful dark wood grain, and I couldn't find any dark wood grains to use. I probably would have went with that instead, but I think this brown leather couch 12x12 looks really nice and kind of gives you that same vibe. So that's what I'm working with. I did off camera, just when I wasn't doing a page, I fussy cut one of the papers that has this floral because I thought it would use that paper better as die cuts versus an actual pattern paper. So I have all these little flowers I fussy cut that I'm going to cluster together on each of these photos. So I'm just branching them off from either side into the open space next to them. I know these photos are going to go in these opposite corners. I really like how my mom is looking into the page from the upper right hand corner and my sister's looking into the page from the bottom left hand corner, so that makes me happy design wise. I am going to take a scrap of this cream and gold foiled floral, and I cut that into a few strips to do a border punch. I need to get some punches on here per one of the items that Moira gave us, so that knocks the punches off right away. So I'm just going to use that little scallop border punch as a base for both of these floral clusters, so they're going to be mirroring the page. I really thought it would be cool to do this semi-symmetric mirrored image where I have these photos in either corner, and I'm going to do whatever I do on the one to the other, but in the other direction. That way it's almost like an inverted reversed image. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought it was a cool design. So I think that was fun. So I'm kind of working on that. I definitely need to get some of this stuff glued down. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I do next. I know I need to get this shelf down, but you can see my upper left hand corner of the screen, I kind of pre-pulled out things I need to use. So I have that border punch up there. I have a couple strips of washi. I have a flair. This whole page really started with that flair, because as soon as I saw that was one of the items, I don't have a very big flair collection, so I knew I had to go there first to figure out what products I was going to use. And this epic day over this brown background I thought would go really well with these Auburn Lane collections because there are these rich browns. So that's another reason I went with this brown leather couch as my background, just so that was already brought in, that color is represented. So you can kind of see up there what I'm planning to do. But for right now, I'm just trying to get the base of this design down, and a lot of it is really kind of waiting on these floral clusters to be put down. I know that I want those to be the basis for my embellishments, but I know I don't want that to be it. So I got stuck a little bit. I put these 2 floral clusters together. I was like, oh, that looks nice, but now I don't know what to do. I don't want to cover up the floral clusters, but I know it needs more. So that's most of this process, is getting those flower pieces down and then trying to figure out what to do from there to actually finish the page. I do end up going for a different washi than I had pulled out, which was this gold arrow. I thought it would be nice to bring in a little bit more of the gold foil, so that was a little... The ones I had brought out were a pink washies, and the pink wasn't really represented in this page so far, so I thought the arrow washi would look better, so I went with that. I like that. That's another added layery detail next to the border strip, so I have washi checked off, and now I'm going for some ephemera. I have my die cuts, I have my sticker sheets. I really want to get another house on this because this isn't my mom's house, so I thought while I'm doing this kind of homey vibe, we're cozy, hanging together with the family, I thought it would be a good chance to get another house on here. I really like the pink house that's on the sticker sheet, so I am trying to put it in one of these open spaces where I have a big gap of this brown background, but then I realized that was kind of confusing the eye because I have these floral clusters, but I'm trying to start another cluster with the house, and it was just, I realized that I need to keep my clusters with the flowers. So once I realized that and started building off of the floral clusters, that really kind of helped me finish my page. So I'm going through my ephemera pieces a little bit. I have some frames I was looking at, I have some more stickers on the sticker sheet, so I'm just trying to go through and see what I can add without taking away with what I already have. I tried using one of the die cut houses, but I ended up going back to the pink house from the sticker sheet. I just think that looks so nice. And then once I layered up the flair in another sticker sheet, I really like how that cluster is starting to look. So the house is going down there. I like that a lot better. I thought about building something else up on the top of the photo, but I realized no, I really just need to keep my two clusters to where I have these flowers, and I like that a lot better once I kind of decided that was what I was going to do. So I have my flair on there, I have stickers on there, I got my multi-photo, so I think at this point I have all the pieces from the recipe for the Scrap 5. So now I'm just trying to finish the page. I did decide to pull in one of the hearts that were in the die cut pack. It has that same floral green gold tones that I already have in some of these other papers. So I just want to figure out how to layer it up with some other pieces. I really liked this ephemera piece that says enjoy the little things, especially because it's next to this photo with my mom holding Bennett, and he's just so stinking cute. But I don't know what it was, if it was the proportion or whatnot, but I decided to take the sentiment off and work more with the heart. I have a little word sticker that says family, so I layered that over the heart. I really like how that looks, but I know I need something else behind the heart so it doesn't get lost with the floral cluster. So there's this little circular green piece with those florals on it, and after I layered the heart on there, I think that looks super nice. So there's a bigger element in that cluster, and then I have this house cluster on the bottom. I think that looks more balanced. I did want to pull in a little bit more of that green since that circular green piece added a large green element up there. I wanted more of that green to be represented in the bottom as well. So I did take a piece of this frame that has that green color and just tucked it behind that cluster with the house, and I think that balanced it really well. So I'm going to glue down these pieces, and I think my clusters are pretty much done. I do need to do a title, and I did decide just to pull out my Felicity Jane Mila leatherette. I think they're rose gold foil, maybe. There's some kind of metallic finish to them, but they really kind of remind me of a leather couch, so it looks really nice on this background because it's a leatherette alpha sticker on top of a leather print background. So I think that helps tie that in a little bit more as well. But because it's this metallic, it really pops off the background and it doesn't sink in or anything. As you can tell when the light hits it, it just really glows. I think it looks really nice. So I'm just titling it Easter. I do want that finish, that thicker sticker somewhere else as well. I thought about using the asterisks in the clusters, but I used the foiled hearts from the sticker sheet in my clusters, and I really thought like I didn't need the alpha stickers as well. So I decided just to throw the date on the other side of the page in that open spot to have that sticker somewhere else as well. So I'm finishing off with a couple clusters of Nuvo drops in each area, and that is it. So I really like how this turns out. You'll see in the close-ups I messed up one of the Nuvo drops because I'm so messy with Nuvo drops. So I'm going to have to go back and fix that one down by the date because it got a little warpy. But here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you use our hashtag Scrap5 if you play along. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.